Happy Thursday to you. Beautiful sunny day out. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're happy. Hope you're healthy, as always. And if we're in class today, thank you for being here. Hopefully I can help with some of the WeVideo issues you're having, editing issues or questions that you have. Remember, this is a session for help and feedback in WeVideo. If you need to make up for some lost time, if you missed a class and want a refresher on things, that's what we are here for today. Or if you would like to work alongside me, knowing that you can pop over one tab and get some quick help and questions answered, then we can do that today as well. Ryan, good morning, buddy. How are you? Just a reminder to everyone that the project is due by the start of class on Monday, May 18th. Okay, so the next time we meet, this project will be due. We will screen on Monday, so we'll take a look at everybody's work, offer some feedback and things, and we'll probably transition to some sort of reflective piece on this work. As we normally do, it's going to be a little bit more focused on some of the issues you may have had. I want to get a good feel for what it was like having to shoot this project as well as edit, and what that was like at home, and what kind of obstacles you had from like a tech standpoint, what I can look at and then kind of try and make accommodations for, or make some changes for the next project that we get into. Awesome, Ryan. I'm glad that you've got a game plan. That sounds fantastic. Right. And you bring up a good point. If you know that you're going to sit down and edit later, then you can use this time to free up work you would do for other classes now. That's perfectly fine too, right? Part of getting this project done is all about managing your time on top of getting all your work done for my class and others. Luke and Lucas, good morning to you both. I hope you're well. In fact, while we're here, let me stay true to my word and put the classwork post up. There's no attachments or anything, but okay. Due date, May 18th, 10:59 a.m. And assign. Okay. All right, Ryan, get to it, buddy. Thank you for checking in. Thank you for being polite and saying goodbye. And I will talk to you a bit later. Reach out if you need to between now and next class. Lucas, just about finished. Awesome. That's really exciting to hear. Cool. I'm looking forward to watching it. I just put up a post on Google Classroom in the classwork section, essentially as a turn-in post. So you can, once you do get finished, you can turn it into that post, and that way it's separate from the other one. And if you get it in early, and if you do get it done like today, tomorrow, submit it. Just get it in. It's one less thing to have to worry about over the weekend, or to remember to do after the weekend is over. I'm trying my best to use the weekends as like big mental health days to make sure I'm kind of relaxing, taking it easy, doing things for me. All right, on that note, worth saying for the folks that are watching later, if you do have any issues, of course, reach out, please. All right. In fact, most of the time spent on the live streams where there's not that much activity, but I still want to be here for people. I've been replying to emails and things like that. But please know that with the project due Monday, okay, heading into our last 2 days of school this week and that weekend as a buffer, you can reach out Saturday, Sunday. Of course, I may be a little bit slower to get back to you. All right. So if you do reach out, at like lunchtime on Saturday, I might not get to that email until later in the evening. All right. So you need to factor that part of it in as well. I would encourage you guys to get started so you can come across some questions early and then get that response early as well. All right. So much like our last class, all right, as a dedicated editing day, if you're taking care of things, fantastic. I wanted to make sure that I was here and available for you so you knew where to find me and how to reach me during our class time if you have questions or are coming across issues in your work. All right, but if the stream gets a little low in our viewer count and the chat goes quiet for an extended period of time, all right, I will end the stream no sooner than, and it won't be any earlier than around 11:30. Okay, and of course, for the remainder of our time, I'll still be available to reach out via email. That being said, if you come in, you got questions, throw them in the chat. In fact, I'm going to put a message in the chat, all right, as folks may come in and go as they need to. And there's no shame in coming in, asking a question, and saying, all right, thanks, see you later, bye. So feel free to do that, all right? One minute and 43 seconds. Is that including? So, all right. So you're 17 seconds shy of the minimum. Think about the areas where you can build on some of that runtime. Think about your introduction and how we can build out what it was that I'm just going to bring up your worksheet so I can reference the topic real quick. Da, 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 da. Lucas. Oh my God. Sorry. Oh, you've got an easy one to build out here, I would hope. Got to highlight your yellow font. Um, okay, so, and I'm just looking at the pre-production worksheet. You're looking to buy 17 seconds, which may not be that much time. And I would think that your intro is going to be the best place to build that out a little bit, because you had mentioned your background in basketball. So have you gone into every bit of detail that you can with that? Think about, you know, the types of leagues that you've been in and played in, how frequently you play, just kind of with friends one on one. Do you have any like pictures of you playing in a rec league or trophies or medals or things you can show? Or if you want to do some of that and then bring it into, even like some historical context, how basketball's evolved and the shooting and style of play has evolved. You can probably spend, well, you can spend days talking about that, but even, a quick mention of something is going to start to chip away at that time. And even if you go over that 13 seconds, you're still in easy street because you have another 30 seconds as a buffer there. So I think you can visit that stuff, and you might even be able to get away with some of the historical stuff just using, you can look for pictures and do a voiceover. It might not need to be anything you've even shot. So that would be my recommendations in trying to build that out. Is it okay to have some areas of the video only text? Well, define like if you have if it cuts to text for 2 seconds and it says like step 1 and then cuts to the video, yeah, that's fine. I mean, you don't want to hold text on the screen for extended periods of time, right? Because my argument would be if you're going to put like a paragraph up there for someone to read and keep it on the screen for 15 seconds, that paragraph you should be reading as part of your video, either as a voiceover or on camera. And so I would do it that way instead. But if it's short little blocks of text here and there, maybe breaking up the steps or sections, yeah, that's perfectly fine. Does that make that a little bit more clear? Cool. Okay. If that makes sense to you and that works for you, Lucas, awesome. Good. I'm glad. I'm especially excited to see yours since I'm hoping it'll be outside. And we've had a nice streak of weather after the weird kind of on and off wonky weather days. I know it's supposed to be like 80 degrees sometime soon, right? If not today. Friday, 84 degrees tomorrow. Hot diggity daffodil. It's going to be awesome. Thank you for asking that question, Lucas. I'm glad I was able to be here to help you out. Hot diggity daffodil. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Still nothing. Hey, folks, just keeping an eye on things for you. We got down to one person in the chat now. It's been some inactivity. We're going to keep it going for like another 7 or 8 minutes. I'm actually working on our morning show for this week. Some things trickled in late. Not a big deal, but I think my computer's going to explode if I keep doing too much at once. So we'll be here for probably till 11:40, at which point, if no one else comes in or jumps in, asks anything, we're going to conclude the stream. And we'll be on track to have this turned in on Classroom by the start of class on Monday. All right, guys and gals. So I'm going to wrap up here as we're hitting close to the mark I had pegged, and I'm getting a YouTube error. So it's because I'm not doing enough, saying enough, being enough. We're not here. There's one person, and that's okay because I think they really aren't here. So we're going to wrap on the day. I hope you guys have a lovely afternoon. Enjoy your weekend. But remember, the project is due by the start of class on Monday, May 18th. If you have questions, please reach out, but please also be understanding if I'm slow to get back, especially over the weekend, okay? So reach out sooner rather than later. I will talk to you all later. Have a lovely, lovely afternoon and weekend. See ya.